you have received an invitation to apply with respect to your express entry application, or if you're expecting an ITA in the very near future, then this video is for you, because in this video, we're going to take a look at all the documents that you need to submit after receiving an ITA. So we will see what all documents you need to submit in support of your claims, and we will also discuss some frequently asked questions with respect to express entry. Now for this, we're going to refer to the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations, the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. We're going to take a look at the ministerial instructions respecting the express entry system. And we're also going to take a look at the operational instructions and guidelines. Now let's begin. We're going to start with the marital status, documents that you would submit to prove your marital status. We're going to start with common law. Let's first understand what common law is. So for this, we're going to refer to the definitions as stated in the IRPR. We scroll down and okay, here we can see common law partner means in relation to a person, an individual who is cohabiting with the person in a conjugal relationship, having so cohabited for a period of at least 1 year. Now, if you're wondering what conjugal means, you can take a look at the definition, the dictionary definition. It states it is relating to marriage or the relationship of a married couple. So if you're not married on paper, but you have been staying together as married couples would do, then you would be considered common law partners. Now, the emphasis is on this term, cohabited for a period of at least 1 year. It has to be a continuous 1 year period. So that's the definition of common law. Now let's take a look at the documents. So for this, we're going to refer to the operational instructions and guidelines. So the applications for permanent residence program subject to the express entry completeness check. This is the document that we're going to refer to. So we scroll down until we come across, okay, there it is. Evidence of common law union and cohabitation. Document requirements. The applicant must submit a statutory declaration of common law union form IMM 5409 and evidence of cohabitation for a period of at least 12 continuous months. Okay, first let's take a look at IMM 5409. So this is the document. You have to fill out all of these sections, and then the last section, solemn declaration. This has to be administered by either notary public, commissioner of oaths, or commissioner of taking affidavits. You can take a look at this document, as this would be needed when you submit your electronic application for permanent residence. Now coming to the evidence of cohabitation. Evidence of cohabitation includes but is not limited to. So this is not an exhaustive list. Copies of joint bank account statements, copies of leases, utility bills, and if you are employed, then if your employer has any insurance policy under which you have named your common law partner as a beneficiary. For example, when I worked at Canada Revenue Agency, I was covered under a policy in which if something, let's say if something untoward were to happen to me, then there would be a certain amount which my beneficiary would be entitled to. So I had named my spouse as a beneficiary. If your employer has provided you with any such policy, you can declare your common law partner as a beneficiary. In addition, if there is any other insurance policy which names both partners, that would also work. And then the IDs, the identification document. So if both partners have their own IDs which show the same address, that would also work. Again, this is not an exhaustive list. There are other documents as well. Now, if you have any questions in this regard about what all documents would qualify, you can ask them in the comments or you can reach out to me and I will reach out to you with the correct response. Now, what if your marital status is married? If you're married, you can provide the same documents, and then in addition, you also have to provide your marriage certificate. And to refer to the same document again. So if marriage certificate to validate marital status claims. If the applicant married outside Canada, a copy of a legal certificate issued by the country, the territory or the region where the marriage took place must be provided. Now, if your marriage certificate is in a language other than English or French, then it has to be translated. If you have any other documents or any other evidence that would strengthen your case, that would serve as proof of you being married, now that should also work.